Alright guys, so yesterday we talked about dividing polynomials and how to do long division. Today we're going to look at synthetic division and how it's kind of doing the same thing for me in just a shorter way. So first we're going to divide these two polynomials using long division. So the second one always goes on the outside of my house. I like to make sure that I don't need any placeholders, so I count down the exponents, 3, 2, 1, none, and I'm not missing any, so I don't need any placeholders. That guy goes inside your house. And then you're always just looking at your front numbers and comparing the two. So I have to think, what times x will get me 2x to the third? So that would be 2x squared. Then, when I multiply this, I have to multiply it to all of this. Okay, so we're focused on the front numbers, but then I have to multiply the whole thing. So 2x to the third minus 2x squared. Then when I get here, I have to subtract everything, which really just means change the signs. Okay, so then that's 0. You get 11x squared. You drop everything down. Okay. Again, I'm focused on my first numbers. So what times x will get me 11x squared, so that would be 11x. Then I multiply this by this whole thing, so 11x squared minus 11x. Subtract, so change the signs. So I'll have no x squareds, 15x minus 15. Now once I've dropped that last one down, this is the last time I need to go. So I think what times x will get me 15x? So 15. I multiply the whole thing. So 15x minus 15. Subtract, subtract. Remainder 0. Okay, now depending on what you want, your quotient is the top, so 2x squared plus 11x plus 15. If we want it in factored form, we could do that too, because I divided out one factor, so x minus 1 is a factor, and then my answer, 2x squared plus 11x plus 15, is another. And then I could look at this and try to factor more. So I'd slide the 2 over and think what multiplies to 30 and adds to 11. I think 5 and 6 will do it. So I'd have x minus 1 brought down, x plus 6, x plus 5, but then I have to divide out that 2. So I have x minus 1, x plus 3, 2x plus 5. Okay, which then, if I wanted to find my answers, or my solutions, I could do that too. X would be 1, negative 3, and negative 5 over 2. And then we know we could graph. We'll talk about that maybe in a second. So now I want to show you how I can do the same thing using synthetic division. Okay, so using the same problem right up here, whatever is second, whatever that answer is, goes inside my house. So that answer is 1, or goes outside my house rather. Inside my house, I put all my coefficients from what were inside my house. So 2, 9, 4, negative 15. Again, keeping in mind, if I needed a placeholder, I'd have to put a 0 if any of my exponents were missing. Okay? So synthetic division is just a process like we do with long division as well. We drop down the first number from our house, and then these numbers on the bottom, you're always going to multiply to the outside number. So I do 2 times 1, put it here, and then I add. The number out here I multiply here, so 11, and then I add. I multiply here, so 15, and then I add. Your last number is always your remainder, so I box it up. If I get a remainder of 0, that's good. It means it's a factor. These numbers on the bottom are my coefficients of my new answer, always 1 degree less. So I basically just divided an x out of that, so it's not x to the third anymore. Now it's x squared, and then I just count it down. So x squared, x, no x. And so again, if I wanted my quotient, it would be 2x squared plus 11x plus 15. If I wanted that factored form, I would write the x minus 1 I divided times my quotient. We know we can factor that more, so really then we know we can find our answers and all that good stuff. So then last but not least, if I did want to graph it, I just want to make sure we all know how to pull it together. I can plot my answers think about my end behavior, which is more like a line and a positive sloping up line at that. So it would be down, and then I would cross through each of these and end up.